Back in the shop. A little bit different today, not working on the project truck, working on my daily. It has 125,000 miles on it and it needs some work. Basically almost every filter that you could change, I'm gonna change except the transmission filter. Just want to show you quick what I'm using for oil. Rotella T5. I got a Gates belt right there, and I got my filters from Docs. They also, just to show you, sent me a cool little sticker there. Throw that in my sticker drawer. I kind of investigated these filters after I ordered this, and I'm a little worried about them. I might not use that oil filter, but everything else I think is okay, so we'll see what happens. We're out here now, taking a look at things. I got the oil draining down there, so while that's draining, I'm going to start ripping this apart. And I got to unbury the surf belt, which is down here. Looks like a real pain in the ass. Crankcase ventilation filter right here, air filter, easy peasy. And then that just about does it for the engine bay. After that, we'll move on to the fuel filters and the other goodies I got. So here we go. I'm going to flip you onto a time lapse and stay tuned. Okay, so that part really isn't that hard. It is 8 bolts to get that cover off. You need a deep because some of the bolts are a stud back here for the wiring harness. So that clamps down with those gray clamps on top of the stud. So you do need a deep, that's about it, and a swivel helps. And then once you get that out, this just lifts right off there like that. Take a look inside and see how caked with oil that is. I don't know if you can really see. Let me try to bring it out here in the light. So, pretty dirty. It's very heavy compared to the new one. So, we'll get that in and we'll move on. Alright, there you have it, the old air filter. I replaced this at some point, I'm not sure when. It's a Wix filter. It's not horrible, it's a little dirty. I can't remember when I replaced it, but I got the kit, so I have a new one and it's going in. Just to show you side-by-side comparison, Wix and what Docs is giving you. It is the same exact filter. Same exact filter in my opinion. So, I don't know. I looked at the oil filter over here. Let's come take a look. And to me, it's not the one that people had concerns about. It looks pretty good. It's their Docs filter. D5335, you can see there. And I don't know, everything on every one of their boxes says meets or exceeds OEM warranty requirements. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to run it, to be honest with you. Like I said, I change my oil and filter every 5,000. I don't go 10, so we'll see. I'll be keeping an eye on if anything crazy or funky happens to my oil pressure, but I think I'm going to be fine. So far, so good. So let me get these filters in here. I'm going to crawl under there, put that oil filter on, fill this with oil, and we'll keep moving on. All right. The oil filter is on. the air filters in, but then I realized I took the whole cover off because this whole box, I think, has to come out. That's the only way for me to do this CERT belt. So I just wanted to show you that. I don't know how this comes off or what's in here. I really should get this crap out of here anyways, but it looks like this top bolt here, and then maybe it just pops up and out. Looks like there's probably a pin or something underneath there. So that's the next move. Try and get down here to this belt, see if that'll focus. The tensioner is down there. So it's gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna have to go in from here, so stick around. All right, so after a lot of wrestling, I got that thing out. Not easy, and quickly remembered how much I hate doing CERT belts. Here's the new one. It's a Gates. That old one is a Mopar belt, so Dodge product. It looks better. It actually didn't even need to be replaced. I'm upset that I replaced it. This thing to me looks junk straight out of the gate. As you can see, it has all those like striations in it, which I think is the cording. So I don't know, whatever. I've never had bad luck with Gates, so I'm not going to really knock it right now, but I can tell you one thing. I am going to struggle trying to get this thing in here. It is not easy, so. I'm glad that's done. Like I said, do I feel better about it? Absolutely not. The belt that was on there, I'm pretty sure it's just fine. Probably going to keep it around for a spare. But I'm going to button everything back up in here, and then we're going to crawl under the back. I want to do the fuel filters before I do the cabin air filter. That way I can clean up before I crawl in the cab of my truck and start taking apart stuff in there. So stay with me, because next I'm going to show you these fuel filters that I had on before, the ones that we're going to put on, the DOX filters. I know that the ones that are on there right now are leaking, so I want to see what's going on with that. And I want to look at these DOX fuel filters, because I haven't looked at those yet. I haven't unboxed those, so we'll see what they came with. All right, so up until this point, everything with these filters has been pretty kosher with me. I've been cool. I opened these, my fuel filters. I'm looking at it. Down there, got the O-ring good. This all looks good. And I can't remember if that's supposed to be oval or not. I think it is, so I'm not too worried about that. Looking good here. Now let's open this one. First thing I noticed was cool. It's got this O-ring, which I believe the wicks that I have on there now did not have this O-ring, and that's why it's leaking. I think. So at first I'm like, oh, cool, bonus. Then I'm like, what the hell? This is raw metal. Huh. Got a part number on there. Should look that up actually. But it's raw metal. This thing's gonna rust out underneath my truck. 10,000 miles in the middle of winter, not gonna probably look too great by the time I go to take it off, so I gotta paint this. And then I noticed, I've never seen it where the gasket doesn't stay on there by itself, but it fits in there perfect and it sets up in there. So I mean, I guess I'm not too worried about it, but that's different. So let's take care of this. Well, got some paint on that filter. There's first time for everything. I don't know, whatever. All right, welcome to the underneath of my Dodge at the backside filter here. The one underneath the hood is done, and I'm going to tell you something about that. That was a Wix filter, and the quality of the Docs filter up in the front blows out the quality of the Wix filter I had before. This filter here is leaking because I never got the O-ring that goes up here, and guess whose filter that is? Wix. So in both cases, even though I have to paint the filter that's going to replace this one, I would still choose Docs over Wix any day so far. Okay, so here's the filter I took out from up right before the pump, and the filter that's in the engine cabin. And you can see on the bottom, see how I was worried about that last one that had the oval opening? Well, when you open up that fuel canister in there, the filter housing rather, the pedestal that this filter sits on is oval. So now it got me thinking, I was remembering back to when I put this Wix on there, how upset I was that this, you can see right there, Wix didn't even really sit on there right, and it did not look like the filter I took off of there, which definitely mostly resembled the Docs filter, which was a Mopar filter. So like I said, I am 100% more happy with the Docs filters than I am with these Wix filters. All right, here we have it, assembled, ready to go up. I assure you, I did not put my Air Dog sticker on there, just a joke. You can see I touched it way too early, but I don't give a shit. Anyways, it's got a coat of paint on it, ready to go. Like I said, the front one's done. So once we're done with this, we just got the air cabin filter left, and that I'm excited for, because I've never done one before. And this truck, after years of landscaping, the cabin has been filled with dust multiple times. So that should be interesting. All right, we're in the cab of my truck now. Fuel filters are done, thank goodness. Well, I wanted to show you pine needles. I cleared everything out here. You know, I'm not cleaning anything up for you guys. This is real deal. This is a work truck. And the point of me showing you this is the cabin air filter somewhere out behind here in my glove box. So I have to uncover that, and then I'll show you guys what's up. So stay tuned. All right, got that drop down out of the way. Now you can see up here, it is in here, and we're gonna get that out, take a look-see. I'm not really sure how that comes off, to be honest with you, that cover right there. Give me a second, let me uncover this. I'd love to show you guys my cabin air filter. Got the cover off here. See the airflow there? You know, that looks like what my filter's gonna fit. But guess what? There isn't a goddamn cabin air filter in this fucking thing. Unbelievable. Oh my god. Okay, so a couple of surprises there. I'm not going to do the tire rotation and check my brakes on camera. I mean, that's kind of boring. I'm sure this video is getting long anyways, but it's turned more into a review of what I think of Docs filters and their filter package for a 6.7 Cummins. And overall, out of a 10, scale of 1 to 10, what I would rate their package is a 8 out of 10. I would possibly even go higher than that. I just want to see how they last. And that's an 8 out of 10 even with that raw fuel filter. I don't know if there was some coating on that. I don't think there was, but maybe it was some sort of galvanized metal or something. I don't know. Anyways, I threw paint on it, no big deal. But it does kind of suck for other people. Anyways, if you like what you saw and you like this kind of video, I'm happy to do more reviews. I've got more parts coming anyways, so you know what to do if you like it, and thanks for watching. Peace.